Hello boys and girls, my name is Koyoshi1907 here, and I'll just jump into it. This is my 100% blind playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, being played on Switch 2, being on the Switch 1 originally, but yeah, being played on Switch 2. We're in the last episode, we did another chapter. We completed, all EXE missions in Searching Hyrule Forest, and this time we did them all together too. I don't think the real captain ever fell below 50% health. So now we're going to try and liberate the ancient lab again. This one we only got the defeat 1,000 more enemies. So now we need to attain 4 wild berries and a miscellaneous objective, which is actually to just defeat Master Koga with Reiju. This one's actually trickier, as you can see, because of that. So, while we are going to use a different other character, which we must use, and try up for a lobby, but not that, but due to a particular mechanic, the game doesn't tell, we have to use Reiju on a particular battle. I think you get her naturally in this battle, but I'm not sure. Since we have to use Reiju, it's probably a good time to laser weapon up as high as we can get it. And characters do have a lot of good stuff on their weapon, they just haven't been able to raise it properly. Also, now I know for a fact that you can't upgrade them until later. Seems like they weren't kidding when they said that. Oh. Maybe lock that? Although, it's on Reiju. Maybe it'd be better that I do get rid of it. Unlocking at least one weapon that has sensor material drop rate as its first item, so we can use that in case we need materials. I think we already have a couple of characters that can use that, though. But yeah, we're just gonna take this weapon as high as we can get it. Using those weaker weapons out of the way so we can get better ones later. I'll give Reiju a nice power boost for when she does this. But yeah, more importantly, it's time for the next EXE chapter, and since we're doing a lot of these anyways, we're gonna try and use Lobby a little bit more. Because one of their quests is on EXE path, and by that I mean they need to do some of the EXE battles that aren't main chapters but other missions, so we need to make sure we have them in whatever missions we can. But anyways, for that reason though, beyond that, we have to search. We have to make sure we have Reiju. We need to attain the wild berries. Apparently, we also have to defeat 1,000 enemies, but we already did that in the last video, so I'm not sure where I'm going to push that. I'm not sure if I want to waste a lot of time doing that. So, I'll just focus on the wild berries more than likely. Okay. That's crazy. They are really far, huh? So we pretty much just want to use that when we can. Okay, so the first wild berry is right here. Kind of close to where you spawn in at first. Should appear in a minute. There we go, we got it. Now we need to actually go in and evade the Hylian captains in each of these areas. That's really far away. I'm not sure if I can make use of that for or not. Something else might be better. Strider Ice instead. Oh, it's just like every other Cryonis. Just the single one. Okay, well, if they run into a big enemy, that seems to be fun. Oh, we're about to get in that, but beyond that, we're fine. Okay. Okay, so if they run into a big enemy, then they do a lot of damage. Beyond that, it's not gonna be really effective. Alright. Oh, there is a second one we forgot to do. We'll go and get that now. I think it's just on this corner here, maybe? Or somewhere else. In one of the areas, I imagine. Maybe I already picked it up and didn't know about it. Alright, I'll look for that. Okay, okay, looks like this one is right in your face as you spawn in. I must have hit it while I was doing that then. Alright, while we wait, remember and Robbie will go to the third location now, which is actually further up. So now we have to use Riju and something, but we don't know where he's gonna go. So we'll just have to move him manually over. Quite an interesting mission though. Been a while since we've had to defeat a certain character using a different character. Just the basic almost seems to be fine. Some characters have a better one combo than others. I don't often use them fully, because more often than not, it's not the greatest. Alright, I'm gonna want to save all my specials for when Koga appears, so we can hopefully take him out right away. Okay, wow. Did so much extra damage compared to what we needed. Alright. It seems like Riju is the main one that tucks a lot anyway. So we want to use that. Okay, so we only want to use that against people, man. Okay, so this is a little nastier then. By that I mean, we're gonna have to go a little bit further around to actually find that. It seems Urbosa is the main one that gets used, but I think Urbosa and Riju essentially. Okay. Okay, so if that runs into a big enemy, that's good. So we pretty much only want to use them now, so they're stronger than normal. I probably missed her though. Oh no, actually we haven't destroyed it yet. So this should be a wild berry. Or not. Okay, this one's actually trickier. We have to go all the way to the west side of the map instead. Jeez, they really make you go far out of the way. The same goes for the other ones. They, like, hide them on different parts of the map than normal. Okay, well that trick still works here. So we'll get some stuff there. And get out of the way as that attack. Well, their bombs are really strong if they hit a big enemy, that's for sure. Okay. So now we have to go over this whole other area to get... That's crazy. We have to go through all the different layers and then some. Okay, this one we could jump off now. Or not. Okay. Well, that sort of helped us. The gut was one of the other wild berries, and also I just realized we could just check here. Yeah, so we have 3 out of 4 wild berries, so we must have gotten that other one. The only one left now is the 3rd one, but we can't get into the 3rd one until later. Because the outpost isn't open yet. So now we use Riju. So I guess we're using one of the original characters here. I think Riju was originally in this battle as well. I just didn't opt to use. Didn't know that that was what we had to do to get that. Oh, of course, they weren't actually... that's right, they weren't actually our friends. They were Yiga clan. So we want to finish Master Kogoff right now with Riju specifically to get the 3rd achievement. Oh, we still have that barrier for a bit. Okay. Let's do a special like we mentioned. Jeez, you woke up almost immediately. Okay, well, we made that work. Okay. Good, the Yiga clan finally got out of here. Alright, now we can go backwards to actually get the thing we were trying to get earlier. We should just see the marker pop up in a minute. Yeah, there's our 4th library, and now we've gotten the objective cleared. Alright, for the rest of this mission, we'll try to use this. Hey, he's tears just from... By that, I guess we're gonna use Riju instead, because they're closer. Well, we don't get to use this character often, so why not make a host of it? Okay, so at least, at least the Finns are close. At least Per and Robbie are close to one of the opponents. Like it tells us also when we're close to an enemy too. Okay. More monsters. Let's keep going. Alright, slowly but surely we're getting them some strong weapons. Hopefully that'll help out a little bit more. To be fair, then the main characters featured in the EXE part of the game. The other one we'll have to deal with is the battle-tested Guardian, which is basically old Ganon. Or I guess we could just call him what we called him before, which is Robo Ganon. Robo Ganon and basically the robot like Terco, but bad instead. Evil, or rather evil. Since we don't get a good chance to use this half of the time, let's keep doing this. We did get a buff too, or a helpful buff from our quests that we did on this game that have made it, giving us more uses of these rods, so that helps us get through some of these battles a bit quicker. Alright. Now we must continue to defeat the glowing monsters, I guess.
Leave it to me.
We're actually pretty high KO count anyway. Alright.
Victory is mine.
Some of these attack animations also look like they cover a lot more of the map than you think. A little deceptive, honestly. And they keep coming. I assume we originally played this battle with Urbosa and Riju. We were just supposed to defeat Koga with Riju, which we didn't do, annoyingly enough. If only we had known that sooner. The game doesn't really tell you that. I wish, as you went through different modes, it would say a question mark objective now revealed. Defeat Master Koga with Riju. It would make it so much easier, you think. But instead, we're left to guess what we actually need to do. Which kind of makes we're more likely to miss the objective then. I get the point of hiding it, but also I don't get why they're making it more annoying than it needs to be. I just realized by defeating these weaker enemies more, we keep getting specials to the not. Okay. Okay, well, we might have to defeat 1,000 enemies yet. Alright. I under KOs so far. Alright. Alright. We got one, but not the other,
Ancient wisdom.
Alright.
Hey, research results. Blow 'em away.
Okay.
Ancient wisdom.
Alright, we got that done now. I think I want to try and finish off the last set of monsters that we need with this character. So we can get them a strong weapon, ideally, for later. We can get Fury Rushes against weaker mobs? How have I gotten the entire game without doing that once? It must have been really surprising then to find out. Actually, I'm quite surprised about it right now anyway.
It's time. Guess what? Hey now. Gryola.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Well, we have more than 1,000 enemies taken out, so we can safely say we did that objective properly. By the way, I'm gonna still look at the objective, even if we've already done it on one battle. Alright.
Victory is mine.
Alright. Jeez, both of those Guardians fell pretty much immediately. To be fair, we're all really overall for this battle. We're still probably supposed to be around 95 and whatnot. I mean, level 50-ish. Yeah, we're 95, so yeah, some of these battles would be pretty easy, I imagine. Okay. Just like that, all the stuff has been done. And yeah, I checked, there's no chest here. We actually did all the chests in all the maps except one. Here, that I know of. I only know that because I checked it. Okay, since we completed with those characters, we got them a stronger weapon, potentially. That means we can maybe try transferring the big weapon skill to... to where we want. That'd be nice. Whoa. It did the alert thing and then it just kind of cut out. Ugh. Yeah, well, we kind of have no choice. We're gonna probably still do it. I'm just not sure if I want to focus on it as much anymore. So you know what? I won't focus on it this time. Did we get... Oh, I must have gotten a 60, but... 60 power weapon from what I saw. I think it was just for Riju though. Yeah, only Riju actually got a weapon. That's not good. Because of that, we might just keep them on the weapon we have then. Save the time. You kind of want to level up weapons that already have a high base attack power or unique, like, Link's Master Sword, honestly. But beyond that, yeah. Sure, ones that have a stronger weapon, it's better. Where's, who has rusty weapons? The one I want to level up, that's for sure. Rusty weapons is a good way to also acquire a really high-powered weapon early on in the game, too, if you can get it. So that's something you need to know. Alright, I said I wasn't gonna joke around with the setup, and I actually do mean it, so, yeah, we are gonna finally work towards these actual proper EXE battles this time. And by that, the ones we actually need to do for 100%. Not saying that the other ones are bad, it's just more like, we have certain finals we want to focus on, and since no one else is coming up, and, oh, wow. I forgot we are restricted to these characters, so yeah, I made a good choice leveling them up a lot. Okay, this is gonna be tough doing them just 95. I'm gonna do maybe a more balanced build, and that I mean just this. That it's gonna reduce our damage a bit, but that's fine. In case you haven't noticed, Chica damage bonus seems to be the best. It makes the already pretty broken items even more broken, because then you can just do the whole battle using just items, and it's kind of funny. So really broken. I want that defense, I think. And by that I mean just damage for enemies. Let's go with that one, I guess. Alright, well we have to use both of these characters that we haven't used much. Except just recently, so yeah, we're gonna do this now. There's also going to be some for battle-tested Guardian too, I imagine. Yes, yes, if you're wondering, we have one more character to unlock in the battle-tested Guardian. He's gonna have some stuff to do as well. So that could be dangerous if we don't get him a good weapon right away. But we're fine for now. Budget battle. Wait, what does that mean now? Oh wait. Oh, I think we're actually supposed to use Emson.
Victory is mine.
Wow. Oh wait, by better I mean. Fail to present your research 3 times, huh? That means we have to use. Oh, I just realized we kind of messed up. Oh, we have to just defeat it with ice. Apparently. Oh, now it worked. So we have to do the ice like 3 times on it, huh? And if we fail 3 times, we just automatically lose. Okay, now it says defeat Fire Choo-Choo with a weak point smash, but we can also still stun it in the meanwhile. So it means we can't overkill it then. And by that, we need to make sure we delay it with a weak point snap. Okay. Weak point slash is pretty easy. But I come on with a special attack. Well, we already have a special attack. So let's use that. Weaken a little bit. This is why they call it budget battle. You have to save your specific missions. It's not just the research. Terrico's upgrades are flawless too, huh? Oh, now? Okay, now they make us just switch characters. That's simple. So before we were using Purr and Lobby. Now we're forced to use Terrico. So this is why Terrico is even here. We have to defeat them just with Terrico. I think before we could defeat them with any character. So we're taking out Guardians with Guardian of our own, basically, in Turco. Alright. That should be simple. So that's why they call it Budget Battle. It looks one of the easier battles, but in reality it looks a lot more intimidating, because you have to do specific things, and if we fail, we'll not be able to do anything. That's why they call it Budget Battle, because if you run out of your budget and stuff, then it's bad, because we cannot do anything. Alright. That's done. But things cannot be understood simply by observation. I will show you my strength firsthand. We have to defeat King's Rome. We have to defeat the king this time. We are fighting the king this time. Wow. Been a while since we've had to fight you. Aren't you pretty strong normally? Well, as a bot, you're probably not as strong. Just think of it this way, he was holding out at us just to see how good we were, and he seems to be impressed. Click snap. I like that pure line, honestly, that's pretty cool. It sounded pretty cute, actually, not gonna lie. Alright, well, since we're already here, we'll stick with at least one more battle. I don't like leaving everyone hanging, you know? I didn't see if we even got any Pyrowampy weapons. It didn't seem like it. We were defeating the others. Okay, one of the vicious presents was fed. But we want that, because the only way to get more is to ones that have double the icon. Alright, here's one. This is the one we're gonna do with Link, I think. We do need to keep getting him weapons. The only way to get him strong weapon is to keep using him over and over again. We'll do the alternate, actually. But by alt, I'm gonna actually try the EXP food this time. With maxed out power, it's about 25% experience. I wonder if doing cooking bonus and then doing EXP is better, though. But yeah, we're gonna try this and see how much levels Link can gain in this one battle. We're not gonna do anything else, though, so we may have to heal, we may have to use rods, but at least with these EXE battles, they're treated like normal battles still, in a way. So we can use rods to cheese them, we can use items, we can heal, all that stuff. Not like the other EXE battles we might encounter, which we will not be able to heal at. But yeah, if you're wondering, this is required for getting all the stuff done. You need to do a certain amount of these battles. So yeah, I hope you guys don't get too annoyed about this, but while we're waiting, a lot of this grinding is just gonna be doing these battles. I will say this is probably gonna get really repetitive, so to make it easier, I will probably just go off camera and start farming these. If you wonder why my characters might have suddenly hit 100, that's probably why. So in that case, maybe I should run EXP buffs with Link in these missions instead, and see if Link can just hit 100 from that. For Link, it's also like we want to spin a lot of odds with him. He's slightly slower bomb, so we want to maybe not focus on them as much. A lot of stuff we can use. Is there like not enough enemies? I was about to say, where are they sending in? Doesn't seem like they are going in at all, huh? Alright. Well, that lasted as long as I thought it would. But I mean, not long at all. Where'd the others go? I know there's ever stronger mobs. They're just not moving yet. Now they're moving. So this is an error character basically where if we want them to be doing full damage, like ours, we kind of want to use our weapons and stuff to heal when we run real aggressively. If we have the time for it. And this is just to ensure we can always be at full health so that Master Sword does more damage. That'll be nearly saved us from afar. Okay, we're gonna aim a few first, it seems like. Game seems to know what we need though. The Fire Wizard is what we need to the weak point slash that money. Also, we're not doing the healing trick anymore. It was fun at first to try and see how long we can have the Master Sword for, but with how many different enemies you have to face nowadays, it's nearly impossible to get it fully done. Okay, well, there's no reason not to use this. Oh yeah, I forgot, we need to be using this. Okay, we're getting all that back and making the most out of it. Okay, so doing this would be better for Link actually. Seems Link could potentially do better with aerial attacks when specifically fighting boss monsters. Beyond that, not much we could do. Of course, some of these battles are generally still built though with level 50 weapons in mind, so we won't be able to really do them fast until we have a high-powered level 50 weapon. Beyond that, actually getting a weapon to level 50 seems really rough. It seems like you're gonna have to just do a lot of battles over and over again. Mostly use that so we can grab our Ice Rod power now. Okay, looks like I'll have to do this battle normally now. Okay, it really is full of life. It seems like it has way more HP than it would normally have. So the tricky part about it is each of them have unique buffs. That life means it has more health. super powerful probably means, or whatever it is. This probably does more damage. Some might mean as more defense, vice versa, yada yada yada, but we still don't know that because we don't know what the game tells us about it yet. Not like it matters, we have to take out most of them anyway. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but electric is not weak to anything normally. So you kind of just have to fight it normally. I think Centric the hardest status to fight. Annoying me enough. Alright. We definitely have to dodge a lot more attacks than what we were doing earlier. What are you doing running away? Alright. Not true. The Master Sword might not be cutting it as much as I want it to, I'll say. I'll say that. How about that? Okay. I'm getting EXE stuff. Okay, so now do I ever do the other thing that I was gonna do for EXE stuff, or do I do the one that qualifies for Battle Tested Guardian? Who knows? I have no idea where the second one is either way.
It's you! Yes!
I think we do this since the other one doesn't work.
Fantastic!
Don't be a stranger.
Alright. Looks like I know for a fact we're gonna need at least 10 more gems. I mean diamonds. I guess we'll start buying that a bit more. Starting to wish I wouldn't have sold all those diamonds, I'll say. Her and Ravi are actually almost 96 too, dude. I kinda don't know who I want to use, but I think I want to start using one character again, at least until they can get level 100 this time. Oh, so I guess it didn't help that we weren't doing attack and whatnot. We were doing defense. But that's fine. We did the EXE stuff we want. Just gonna check. What exactly do we even need here? What would we even need? Don't let any highway captains free. Defeat the strong Wibbles, all of them, as well as block the monster's path. Well, apparently I didn't give us all the quest stuff, did it? So I guess we're gonna have to focus on doing the chest now? It didn't look like we were able to do stuff. last time. So I guess look to the other video if we want to do the memory quests for that particular mission, since we did all of them already. Beyond that, I am going to look at a guide, but for the chests instead. So that's what I'm actually going to focus on. Alright. I think it should be fine though, like, doesn't the game tell you where to go? Beyond that though, I'm not going to say much else other than, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe for some more playthroughs, and I'll see you guys in the next video when we, I guess, do the next DXC battle that we've yet to complete the memory quest for. And until then, see you guys later. Bye.